Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Now we have an interesting story today from a guy from America who moved to Pattaya 3 years ago with his wife, and that is as much as I want to tell you at this point. Listen for yourself and try and somehow take it all in. But for me, this is one crazy, life-changing story, and it's a story that goes to show men that your life can change forever if you do not protect yourself when you come to a place like Pattaya and start playing with the girls that are on offer for your money.
No money, no honey, my love. I love money, I want money, send me money, give me money.
So without further delay, let's jump into today's Thailand story, and I'll also give you an update about my own situation at the end. So let's begin. Hi Dan, my name is Eddie, 69 years old, from New York. I moved to Pattaya 3 years ago with my 60-year-old American wife. I love to play around, but she never knew until she found out in the worst way. Wow, where do I start? Well, as I mentioned, I am 69 years old, a little chubby, but the girls don't seem to mind at all. Now, I consider myself a bit of a ladies' man. Well, in the last 3 years at least, as I never seemed to have luck with women my whole life. Well, that was until I went to Pattaya 3 years ago. Now, up to that point, I would have considered myself as unattractive, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. Now, there seems to be a cultural difference between the US and Thailand, because the minute I landed, I felt like I had just had a facelift, like I had just morphed into Brad Pitt or something of that nature. All the girls were calling me handsome man, not just once in a while, but every day. My ego and my self-confidence just went through the roof. So, I am going to bare my soul here.
And the truth shall set you free.
And also be brutally honest. Dan, I was getting laid 3 or 4 times a day. Many times I paid, but there were times the girls didn't want money. They just wanted me to be their boyfriend or even their husband.
Are you stupid or something?
I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
So, I already alluded to the fact that I am quite the ladies' man, and I know all the tricks of getting a girl into the sack. I know money talks, so against what a lot of guys would advise, I would pretend to be rich, a multi-millionaire in fact. This really gets the women, wink wink. I really do not understand why these other guys would pretend to not have money. They are losing out, if you ask me. I consider myself a great strategist in all things in life. So one of my strategies to get all the bar girls after me so I can beat the competition is I enter a bar and shout, "Everybody, drinks are on me." Now this gets the girls every time. However, I'm smart enough to only buy the whole bar drinks that one time. It is not an investment, and that is not my only trick. I could teach any young guy how it's really done, but why give my secrets away? Now, I'll be honest, but I am sure everybody does this now and again. I hate wearing protection. And surprisingly, many of the bar girls have no problem with this. And sure, I did catch the odd STD once in a while, but nothing too bad until about 18 months ago, where I got diagnosed with HIV. Not something to celebrate, but what can you do? You can't turn back the clock, so I simply took a positive attitude and thought, oh, okay, I have it, but I can't catch it twice, so why stop the fun? Now, it didn't really affect me that much, but my wife also contracted it. Now, my wife trusts me 100%, so she was baffled at how she could have gotten it, and I managed to convince her that she must have gotten it off a toilet seat and told her this is common in Thailand. Now, it's not all terrible news. As I said, it doesn't affect me much, but my wife is fully blown at this point and is confined to a wheelchair, which sets me free more often to go out on the tear and get a regular leg over. And I don't have to worry about her stopping into the bar and catching me. There is always a silver lining on the other side of every cloud. I'm 69 now, but I feel like a teenager, and I never had girls attracted to me like this in my whole life. Flashing large wads of cash is another one of my great tricks. I'll pull out a huge wad of cash in the bar, but I only have one high value bill wrapped around a bunch of small bills, and this trick gets them every time. At first, they hear the accent, see the buy eyes that drive them crazy, and if that isn't enough, they see cash also. Wow, I should be charging your viewers for these secrets to having girls fall at your feet. I had heard Thai girls love blue eyes, and I do have blue eyes. Couple that up with them thinking I'm a multi-millionaire, and honestly, my name might as well be Cristiano Ronaldo, albeit a chubby one at that. Dan, I feel like such a stud, and money is running low. So being the go-getter, I am considering becoming a dating coach for older guys. I think that is an untapped market, a YouTube channel where I can sell my own dating classes to the masses might just be the ticket. The goal is to make money, but I can also show them that I too thought I was ugly, but now my self-confidence is through the roof. I thought about guided tours of bars in Nana Plaza or Pattaya, where I can show these losers how it's done, how I can walk into a bar and have all the women flocking around me like flies around dog poop. My goal is to having my students feeling like George Clooney within an hour. It has all been tried and tested by me. So I am walking, talking proof of how to be a stud, no matter how old you are. Right guys, what a crazy story. And I don't normally share these kind of stories. This guy does seem somewhat deluded, but at the end of the day, he's 69 years old. But if we just recap what he's basically told us, he's come with his wife, he's moved to Pattaya in Thailand, and he's been sleeping with 3 or 4 different Thai girls every single day. And now and again, he catches the odd STD, but now he has HIV and he has given it to his wife. She is wheelchair bound and obviously sick, so he's free to do what the hell he wants. The dysfunction over here in Thailand is mental, and there are so many men that are sleeping with 304s, women that like to sell themselves, and a lot of them like to go commando when they sleep with these girls. And this guy is right what he says in his story. Most of them don't give a flying F and are willing to sleep with you without any protection. But that can really change your life, and it can really change other lives too if you pass that on. And he's passed this on to his wife, doesn't seem to be remorseful about it whatsoever, and he's still getting on with what he's doing. And he's just bonkers, guys. And I can imagine that stuff like this goes on a hell of a lot here in Thailand. There's a lot of guys that have contracted life-changing diseases from being foolish and extremely hormonal. And when you've not had much luck with the ladies in the past, if you come to a place like this, then yeah, you're gonna go crazy. But there's a big price to pay that's not just money, it's also your health. Now, in regards to this guy's tips, he is right. If you go to Pattaya and you go into the bars and you're dressed in designer gear and you're looking flash, you're looking good, get yourself some fake jewelry, big thick chain that costs like £50, really cheap, and get yourself full of rings and everything, a nice knockoff Rolex watch or whatever the case may be, and you portray that you're loaded, then of course you're going to get the most beautiful girls coming to you to try and get some of that dosh off you. Nothing about your looks, nothing about your personality. It's just literally you're the type of gullible guy that they're interested in. Not many rich guys jump into the bars and show off about the money and buy everybody drinks and are looking good, looking fresh in their designer gear. And of course, that's going to pull in the most beautiful girls and the most problems, because you're more than likely to fall in love or lust with a beautiful woman than you are with an average bar girl that most guys sleep with. So there's a danger to it also. But guys, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below about this guy's situation. In regards to me, guys, just to give you a quick update, I've not fully decided exactly what I'm doing yet. I'm still in a bit of a daze. And if I was to think responsibly, where the choice is just my own, I still would like to go back to the UK, but I'd like to plan it and have some money behind me and be organised for when I return and not make it so difficult. I'd like my son to be just a little bit more grown up, back in school, back in a routine, just to make the whole process a hell of a lot easier. But I do need some kind of change, guys, and I can't continue to live the life that I've been living over the past few years here in Isan, Thailand. Now guys, I'll give a proper update later on. I'll do a proper video at some point, either today or tomorrow. Now if you want to share your own Thailand story about the mistakes that you've done or how you've been able to make it work over here in Thailand in order to help other guys, then please feel free to send me an email to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I will share it on the channel for everybody to see. Apart from that, guys, always wear protection, be careful, don't allow yourself to get a life-changing sickness just because of your hormones. You have to be protective of your health over here in Thailand when you decide to play, especially in Sin City. Wear protection and enjoy the fruits that Thailand has to offer and go back home with some decent memories. Ciao for now, guys. Bye bye.